U.S. government has put fluoride into public water systems. But even in recent times, not all Americans have access to fluoridated water. As you can see here, 74 million Americans do not have access to public fluoridated water. This map here shows the population by state that has access to public fluoridated water. As you can see here in Florida, only 78.3% of all Floridians have access to public fluoridated water. So what is fluoride? According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, fluoride is a mineral that occurs naturally as released from rocks into the soil, water, and air. All water contains some sort of fluoride, but it's usually in a very small dose. Because of this, a lot of governments add more fluoride in order to help reduce cavities and prevent tooth decay. The primary sources of fluoride ingestion are beverages and food, public water sources, toothpaste, dental products, and dietary supplements. In the U.S., water and toothpaste account for 75% of all fluoride intake. The primary benefits of fluoride include less fillings and extractions, less cavities, and less pain associated with tooth decay. Fluoride works to stop and reverse the effects of tooth decay by keeping enamel strong. Tooth decay is a direct result of bacteria in your mouth producing acid that removes minerals from your teeth. Fluoride works to remineralize these teeth. According to the Public Health Service Department of Health and Human Services, fluoride has substantial benefits when it comes to preventing tooth decay. Studies show that there is a relationship between water fluoridation and prevention of cavities and tooth decay. Tooth decay can be prevented with a variety of products, but water is clearly the most cost-effective. As you can see here, for every $1 spent on water fluoridation, the average American saves $38. Here you can see that the average cost of treating one decayed molar is $6,105, which is pretty substantial. And here you can see that every child in Texas saves $24 annually as a direct result of water fluoridation. A study done in the 1940s of children in communities with fluoridated water versus children in communities with non-fluoridated water shows that in communities with fluoridated water, children have 60% less cavities and tooth decay. This is actually very interesting because that 60% gap has actually decreased over the course of time since that study was done because of the introduction of fluoride in different products such as beverages and food, dietary supplements, dental products, and toothpaste. Putting fluoride in water has health and economic benefits for people of all ages and socioeconomic groups, but mostly benefits poor people who usually don't have access to dental products and dental care. As you can see here in this image, it's two men holding up a barrel of fluoride, and the man on the right says, "Watch out, Tommy, don't spill it or we'll both be goners." Basically, what this image is trying to represent is that fluoride is a toxic material. Here at the bottom it says, "Fact, fluoride is so toxic that it is considered hazardous waste by the EPA." According to the Fluoride Action Network, a chemical's toxicity can be measured in two different ways. Chronic toxicity, which is the dose of that chemical that has harmful effects over a long period of time, and acute toxicity, which is the dose of a chemical if ingested at once causes immediate harm. Too much fluoride intake can cause acute fluoride poisoning. This is measured by 0.1 milligrams of fluoride for every kilogram of body weight. For example, if a child weighs 10 kilograms, they can ingest 1 to 3 milligrams of fluoride in one sitting. Symptoms of this include vomiting, gastric pain, nausea, and headache. A peer-reviewed article by Pamela Den-Veston and Wu Li on chemical fluoride toxicity and dental fluorosis. They said that dental fluorosis is a result of excess fluoride ingestion during tooth formation. Tooth formation occurs during childhood with the first permanent teeth completing mineralization between 2 to 3 years old. As I said before, fluoride is added to public water supplies in order to help prevent tooth decay. Since then, it has been named one of the 10 greatest public health achievements of the 20th century, according to the CDC. But on the other hand, fluoride can also have some negative effects. Too much intake in one sitting can cause acute fluoride poisoning and can also cause dental fluoridation during childhood. Luckily, we can prevent these things First, you can find out the levels of fluoride concentration in your local water supply. You can follow the FDA warnings and directions. And lastly, you can look up the concentration of fluoride in water bottles.